Creative industries in the digital age. The digital age is not so much revolutionizing the creative industries as it is acting as a catalyst in their evolution. In order to prosper through this transitionary time, industries must embrace the tools made available to them through technology in order to transform the way they communicate with their audiences. Branding represents the personality, the story, and the message a company wishes to project to the world, as well as determines the kinds of relationships it will build with its public. Branding has evolved to mean much more than just product push. It engages its audiences in a meaningful experience and creates spaces designated for conversation. Setting their brands apart by using the internet as a platform to construct an experience that thinks beyond an immediate transaction, creative industries are able to constantly engage customers through editorial content, product placement, and media that are all expertly mixed into an e-commerce landscape that makes a consumer feel like they are in control. Being able to satisfy customer needs without an in-your-face product is what creates a good balance between entertainment and education. The creative industries must be able to enter into dialogue with their customers on a technological platform, as well as be able to switch between channels like web, mobile, print, and broadcast in order to maintain a constant stream of communication. Maintaining a consistent brand experience is made possible by focusing on what is relevant to specific audiences and ensuring that the message is being delivered through influential and relevant channels. A focus on the cultures of the consumers being catered to drives a more community-focused commerce approach that can also encourage participation within the brand name. With an online presence, the creative industries can be promoted not only through their own initiatives, but through the power of blogging, social networking sites, and user-generated media. Online consumer engagement allows the consumers to drive the product equally, if not more, than the company itself. The clamor towards a trend is something the fashion industry is familiar with, which is maybe why more and more fashion brands are willing to take risks in the technological sector. Experimenting with new digital and mobile technologies to market and engage with consumers has become expected of the fashion industry that is supposed to represent what is cutting edge. The fashion industry has evolved into a live global spectacle for consumers who are now just as much a part of Fashion Week as the so-called fashion elite. There's a growing demand for accessible online material like up-to-the-minute video footage and streaming, photography, editorials, and arenas for consumer brand conversations. Leveraging social networks for big product launches, the leaders of the fashion industry have made their mark on sites like Facebook and Twitter, amassing fans and likes. The viral capabilities of retweeting and reposting are something an advertising budget cannot buy. Followers are fashion influencers who belong both to fashion communities and high-tech social circles. Using network platforms to release behind-the-scenes content from the fashion industry is able to maintain a constant stream of communication between their brands and their consumers. TwitPics, live streams, and apps that encourage brand participation are not designed to sell individual items, but rather to bolster brand luster. The Catch a Chew campaign had women running all over London in order to secure a pair of the company's new line of sneakers. The company used Foursquare to check in at various fashionable locales, which was then broadcasted over Facebook and Twitter, and the first person at each site was awarded a free pair of the shoes. Roughly 4,000 people participated in the chase, which was picked up and projected by mainstream and online media alike, and sneaker sales subsequently increased by 33%. The reality stands that many leading fashion companies are becoming equally engaged in media content as they are in design. Fashion media and the technological tools available to distribute it are as integral to the success of the brand as the design themselves, which is very telling when we review fashion shows of the past year, which are heavily imbued with video and photographic footage meant to be distributed via digital outlets. In addition to marketing, many brands are learning to use social networks to listen to customers. Brands promoting consumer engagement through photo commentary, contests, subscriptions, apps, and fan pages are actively crowdsourcing and are actively engaging in their audience's interests, inspirations, and questions. This past summer, Loft, a women's design line branch of Ann Taylor, posted pictures on Facebook of its new silk cargo pants worn by a tall, blonde catalog model. Fans complained via Facebook and asked if the fashion retailer would show the pants on real women so they could tell if the look was actually flattering. The next day, Loft posted pictures of its own corporate staff, ranging from all sizes, posing in the cargo pants. The response was overwhelmingly positive from fans, as other media outlets re-reporting the story, drawing acclaim for the brand. The rise of fashion films has become a useful tool for designers as a new medium through which they can communicate their visions. The cost of creating video has dropped to the point where it is not that different from the cost of a quality photo shoot, and video often allows designers to convey ideas and emotions in ways that can be compelling in ways that photography cannot. The moving picture is also undergoing an evolution in light of the digital age. Distribution has been universalized through file sharing, and technological advancements have lowered the price of equipment and software. The gap between professional and consumer production quality is narrowing, and the internet is a domain. The internet has become the primary means of both content creation and delivery. The online world is responsible for encouraging people to write, produce, direct, edit, and self-distribute their own work, and is terming them media makers. These people are the reasons behind the recent groundswell of investment into collaborative filmmaking endeavors with online platforms. Amazon Studios currently has $2.7 million up for grabs in a project designated to make the art of filmmaking more open and collaborative. Budgetary compensation to the best scripts and directors is the incentive in a competition that is accessible to anyone with a computer, promoting the development of an online community and the production of an art that has traditionally been exclusively reserved for professionals and celebrities. The theater is struggling with the digital age, and for good reason too. As studios begin to question whether it is advantageous to allow theaters to have exclusive rights to new releases, film houses internationally are struggling to find a way to work with technology instead of losing a battle against it. The reason some creative industries are contesting the reality of the digital age is that the advance of technology is challenging the control they once had over their consumers. The internet and the resources associated with it demands transparency from corporations as well as humanized brands. There can no longer be a top-down dictating approach to consumption and arrangement. Instead, the public is now determining what they want. If the needs of your consumer are not met, someone else will take them on.